humble abode, audience, humble abode. Welcome back to the Magnolia T&H Dynasty. We want to start off this episode by actually going back to last week's episode. I neglected to look back at the player stats from the first game. So I just wanted to come put some numerical values to the faces and the action that we saw in the previous week. The run game by far was the strongest part of our game, going through all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. The running game was on point from the jump. The passing game, not going to be beating around the bush. We're probably not going to throw the ball a whole lot, just because I really like the strength of our run game so much. But here and there, we'll try to get it mixed in there. We'll do better, because these guys, they do need numbers, they need stats to really show their abilities and really help us mix up our offense. Defense came up with a couple of sacks, had a ton of TFLs in that last one. So shout out to the defense. Definitely still need to show some improvement with our coverage ability and whatnot. But in due time, we'll get there. Here we are taking a look at Memphis in their previous game against ECU. They only posted 220 passing yards, so that kind of gives us a shed of light. Maybe we can get something done against the passing attack. Maybe not. You know, time will tell, and you can only tell that from the action on field. Seth Hennigan, 220 yards, got sacked 4 times, did have a touchdown in there. Run game was not really strong, 8 carries for 58 and a touchdown from their starter. Their star receiver, Rock Taylor, only had 3 catches, 21 yards. Not sure if it's because ECU really restrained him out of the scheme of the game, or Memphis really just couldn't get him the ball. Wasn't there to see. Defense, they only had 4 tackles for loss, and they only had 2 sacks. That might bode well in our favor. Here we are doing a recruiting board update. Honestly, between week 0 and week 2, which is now, there really hasn't been a lot on the front for recruiting. You gotta remember, this is a new school, so it's gonna be a lot of question marks about us. A lot of people not gonna be really expecting a lot out of us with us being new. You're gonna be skeptical, and rightfully so. But either way, we still have to make a lot of head ground on what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish. Primarily looking at defense getting stronger than the offense, because that's where a lot of our weaknesses lie. So hopefully we can get that rectified within the coming weeks as we continue on the trail. Here we're just kind of going through the coachability, seeing what we can upgrade, what can we put up. And primarily, I'm just kind of going through my tactician skill set, just putting up a few things before we get out there and kick it off at the Liberty Bowl. You can see we make upgrades to quarterbacks, running backs, O-line, and secondary.
Home to the king of rock and roll, and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads.
Welcome to the Liberty Bowl. We actually have first possession on the day. We start off at the 28, handing it off to our best player, is Bishop. Picking up 9 on the play. We actually go no huddle really quick, because I like the pace that we just came out with on the first play. Hand it off to Stiegel. Stiegel takes it. Beautiful juke. Way to put your foot in the ground and make separation. He gets us all the way down to the 38-yard line on their side of the field. Later on in the drive, we give it back to Stiegel. Stiegel taking it up the gut. That's another 13 yards for him. 2nd and 8, we pick up. We go screen. Why not go back to the man himself, Stiegel? We got a 1-2 punch going on in the backfield. Got to utilize it. He sets us up with a 1st and 10 from the 14. looking to throw. Arliss sets his receiver up big time coming across the middle as he gets driven into the ground. 2nd and 7. One play action. Everything is covered downfield. That's a sack. 3rd and 13. Trying to at least get enough for first down yardage. He'll find Johnson redeeming him, not giving him a hospital ball. He sets us up 2 yards away from the end zone. Split back set out of shotgun. What do you know? Keon Bishop, welcome back to the end zone, young man. That is his 4th touchdown in 2 weeks. 3 last week, and he's got a 4th one here. He's looking to be the cowbell of this offense very, very quickly. As you can see, the aforementioned Rock Taylor, star receiver for this Memphis offense. Can't let him go crazy like we did Tulane star receiver last week. Memphis picks up from the 25. They go RPO really, really quick. They actually go no huddle themselves. 2nd and 4, showing motion. Fake the jet to the handoff for the running back. He's met by Mencia, but deep after a first down. 1st and 10, they go motion again, same play. This time, defense sniffs it out. Just a 1-yard gain. Pick up later in the drive is 3rd and 7. Hennigan making an adjustment. They go draw play. Nearly gets enough light for the first down. They're forced to punt. Or are they? Yeah, that pretty much negated us getting the ball back. So we'll just pretend it didn't happen. We pick up 1st and 10. Memphis going quick with the screen. Impressive broken tackle by the receiver. He gets 9, nearly enough for the first. Yo, read option here. Just enough for the first down, but that'll take us on into the end of the first quarter. Went by quick, I know. Here we are picking up at the top of the second quarter. They pick up enough to get them about 2nd and middle to the first. Great run by here. Enough to pick up the first. They go screen to the outside. It's Rock Taylor. It's not enough to get them the first down yardage. They're forced to settle for 3. Defense does their job, bending but not breaking. Flip it back. 2nd possession for the Hurricanes. What do you think they have in store? They're going split backs again. They've really been loving this one. They only pick up a gain of 1. Bishop going in motion on the swing potentially, and it's actually a triple option until disaster strikes. Man, oh man, did Arliss get popped out in the open field. He had no choice but to drop that ball. Excellent recovery with the one hand by the defender, Memphis. That'll set them up with great field position. Not a place you want to be when you're trying to build momentum on the road. 1st and 10 though, how will the defense respond? Like this. Mencia, the free safety, intercepts the pass of Hennigan, giving us our first turnover of the game. A turnover we really needed, as you can see. This is the type of play that can change the tide of the game. We had the momentum, lost it, and got it back that fast. As you can see, the defense is hyped. 3rd possession of the day for the Hurricanes. 1st and 10, going back to the bell cow. That is Keon Bishop putting his foot in the ground, making an excellent juke all the way until he's 2nd down to nearly the 50-yard line. That's a tough run, man. Great block in the front, great vision by Bishop. The moves down the field. You got to be impressed. I think Memphis' defense would say exactly the same. Impressive. Later on in the drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to try to get the ball downfield. We hit Dillard across the middle. Enough for first down yardage. Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch. Just like you draw it up in the backfield. Going back to Dillard. Gets us enough for first down yardage again. Hand off to Bishop. Makes a little head room. Enough to get us to 2nd and 5. Taking a shot to the back of the end zone. No doing. You hear the gong. 3rd down. Trying to convert or at least get enough for a touchdown, maybe. The pressure came off that right edge so fast. Luckily, it's not a sack, so we don't lose yards. And it doesn't knock us out of field goal range. But we'll settle for 3 and we'll hand the Tigers back the ball. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Trying to come back with some momentum. Do get enough for 1st down yards on that particular throw. Set up shop here from the 35. Pressure. Right on his backside. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's a screen play. We don't sniff it out in time. Except for Kennard. Great open field tackle. 3rd and 8. Tigers really need this conversion. They want to keep the drive alive. Fire across the middle because that was really the only thing they had open. But it's just shy. And when I say just shy, I mean very shy. We retake possession. Getting it back to Dillard, who's really been the guy who's had his name called a lot in this one. He's answered. 2nd and 1. Back to Bishop. What else is new? Picking up our 1st and 10. We're taking a shot deep down the field, and it's that man Dillard again. Excellent pickup deep down the field, beating the coverage. That'll set us up for less than 30 seconds. Get a good spot, 2nd and inches. We'll spike the ball just to preserve our time due to the fact we don't have any more timeouts. Bishop with an excellent short run. Enough for the 1st down. Get back to the line, spike it. Looking for anything. Now watch this film back 1,000 times. Had a wide open in that back corner. Missed it. Just like I missed that field goal. That'll take us on in that halftime. We have a 7-point lead. We really haven't played our best football. But as they sometimes say, the best is yet to come. Keon Bishop has been the man of the day along with Dillard on the outside. Memphis will take the ball over the start of the 2nd half. 1st and 10 on the next possession. Nothing doing with the run game, man. He looked a little indecisive about where he wanted to be. Next play. He gets to the outside, but an uncalled late hit. Kind of interesting that the refs don't call that one. We'll pick it back up. It's 3rd and 5. Huge hit by Kennard. We force the fumble and we get the recovery. But unfortunately, nobody challenges the play. So we run a play really quick just to negate a potential challenge. 2nd and 1. Big lost opportunity by Memphis to not challenge that. But they kind of make up for it with a loss of 4 on our run right there. 3rd and 5. We need it really bad. We get it out there to Stiegel, and he gets the touchdown. Out the backfield, man. I'm trying to tell you, we got a 2-headed monster back there in the backfield. If it's not Keon, it's Kamen. If it's not Kamen, it's Keon. They both put on a show today. I love it. Memphis will retake possession here at the 25. Struggling to try to get anything going. They need just a glimmer of hope. They pick up 7 on that run play right there. 2nd and 3. They go screen. This time, they get the look they needed. Nobody was there. We cleared out, and they made a way for them to get the 1st down. A little later on, it's 2nd and 9. They go to swing. They don't go to it, but it is an open route out down the field. Enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 again for the Tigers. They take a deep shot, or so they thought. It's Mencia again with pick number 2 on the day. Mencia's kind of giving me the makings of, I want to be a ball hawking safety. And if that's what you are striving to be, young man, we're going to get you there. So we take another look at that interception. Threw that one in the double coverage. Great adjustment by the defense to converge on the ball while it's in the air. I gotta say, man, this defense is locked in. Just 3 points allowed up to this point, and 3 turnovers in this game. We pick up a little later in our next possession. It's 2nd and 8. Check it out of a pass play into a run. We made the right decision. It's good enough for us to pick up 5 yards to set us up with 3rd and short. We go with everybody's favorite play, the jet touch. But to no avail. It's 4th and 3. I feel like we've been playing too well to just punt this ball away, and I'm going to make a risky decision. We're going to run the ball on 4th and 3. They were not expecting it. Blocks picked up pretty solidly. We get enough for the first down. 1st and 10, we're going across the middle. It's Emerald. A name we don't call a lot, and we should be calling a lot more. Little Bishop. Why not? Why not? Like Russell Westbrook. Why not? Emerald. There he is. As I just alluded to, a name we should be calling more often. He gets the nod down the field. Carlos beautifully plays ball. Emerald, an even better effort to go up and get that one over the top of the DB. That's what you kids today say, on his head top. Yeah, I know. But that was a big play for us. And that'll keep the momentum going. Last play of the 3rd quarter. Needing something. Kind of forced that one. They forced the incompletion. And 4 fingers up, boys. It's 4th quarter time. 2nd and goal. We go split backs again. Keon, just a couple on that one. Really good conversion on the ball by the Tigers. But we're going to go with my favorite play, that trail play. That's good enough for a touchdown. That'll put us up 24-3. We cut that clip quick because I don't like that silly. 1st and 10. Tigers have been struggling all day. Will it continue? We will find out. Gain of 3 across the middle. They find that man Rock Taylor. He picks up the first down. Somebody we really kept quiet for most of the game. Hope it doesn't haunt us later on. There it goes quick to the outside. It's 2nd and 7. Now they're picking up the sense of urgency. They're going no huddle on us right now. Everything seemingly covered down the field, and that's a big sack. Big sack for a big man. That's Eric Dillon on the case. Charles up 3rd and 15. They drop back to throw again. And it's a sack again for Dillon. He went back to back. Went back to that. Yeah, at this point, you can really feel the frustration boiling over for the Tigers. Hasn't been their day at all. And they're just trying to find any glimmer of hope that they can put onto their performance. You see Durango, the running back for the Tigers, having a few choice words. 4th and 26, they're not punting. I mean, in a situation like this, why would you be punting? Nearly an arm punt is broken up. We pick up later on the drive, 2nd and 11. Cayman Stiegel back to back on the juke, setting us up with a beautiful spot. 4 yards away from the end zone. 3 yards out is Keon Bishop. At this point, I'm convinced he's trying to throw his name in the hat for the Dope Walker. I won't say the Heisman. I'll just say Dope Walker. We pick up later on the Memphis drive. Sacked again. That's the 3rd one of the day. 28-point gain. Not really much to really speak on here. 4th and 17. This will pretty much be the last play that you'll see out of this one. They finally get the Rock Taylor. Bad play by the DB right there. I don't know why he would go for a diving effort, but it is what it is. We'll set up in victory formation, and that will bring this game to a close. We win this one in dominating fashion, 31-10. Scoreboard says a 21-point differential. But the game was much more out of hand than that. Young Bishop, once again, player of the game. 16 carries, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Taking a glimpse at the end of game stats, did a pretty good job of making sure we mixed up the pass with the rush this game. At over 150 yards on both sides. Meanwhile, we kind of just held Memphis to just throwing the ball. Did a great job of knowing our down and distance and converting when we needed to. Forced the turnovers. That were really helpful to us to help win the turnover battle. Arliss 13 of 19 for the day, 192, 2 scores. Keon with his 2 touchdowns. Stiegel, pretty nice game, man. 76 yards rushing, and he had that receiving touchdown earlier in this one. Arliss with the fumble, and KO Chambers had a carry for 2 yards. Dillard, man, didn't get him a touchdown in this one, but he had a hell of a day. 4 catches for 97. Johnson and Stiegel had the receiving touchdowns. Emerald had a nice deep pass catch. We really needed McEvers with a drop. Gotta show some love to the O-line, you know what I'm saying? Tally up all the pancakes they had. Ventura gave up the long sack in this one. Defense, Aris Mencia, you were a dog. He had 2 INTs. Jamari Kennard, you were a dog. He had that forced fumble. Without those 3 forced turnovers and helping us win the turnover battle, this game is probably a closer game than the one we saw on display. So I actually just want to give credit to the team all the way around, Offense and defense, they came up, showed that we can do this job. Special teams, we got some work to do. Missed field goal, had the roughing the punter call. Gotta clean that stuff up. As we come to the weekly advanced summary, giving us an update on what's what recruiting and what's going up or potentially down in terms of our pitch grades. Kind of just skimming through, seeing some interest go up for guys like Fogg, Penner, Newcomb, Tosin, having us first on their list. Meanwhile, guys like Durbin and James lower on the list. Races we could potentially fall out of. That's gonna do it for this episode, man. Come back. We'll play our very first home game against Temple. Really excited for that one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one.